minutes, but we also launched some weekly deal drops like a brand new bed topper and so much more. But it is the month for organization. I've already started. I'm working on 2 closets right now.
Oh.
So that's impressive for me. Because sometimes you gotta take everything out to put everything back in.
Right.
But one thing I couldn't live without is some of these origami racks. Lifesavers, game changers. This one I've actually never seen in person. So Lou, you've been holding out on me. I know it's been on air.
Yep.
But I've not seen it, and I've been wondering where you've been hiding this one.
You know, it's interesting. Every time we get it in, we don't bring a lot of these in, okay? And when we do get them in, people grab them up. So we don't have them all the time. So every once in a while when we do, it's like seeing Haley's Comet. You got to jump on board with this one. These are all powder-coated steel, just like you would expect for origami. There is no assembly with tools required. The shelves on this one do pop out. Okay, so they are held on these little brackets underneath here. So these shelves do pop out. So the frame folds down, but the shelves themselves pop out. And you know, we've only got like 10 minutes left, so I'm not gonna go through the whole disassembly and assembly of this one. But it's very, very simple to do. As I mentioned, powder-coated steel through and through. Each shelf will hold up to 150 pounds. So, you know, you've got a nice weight capacity on this one. But the big deal is, and you said this at the very beginning of this hour, corners are dead space. Corners are one of those places where you put a plant, you know, you get one of those wicker baskets and you stick some bamboo in it or something.
Totally.
You know what I mean? Everybody does the same stuff for the corner because there's nothing you can do with a corner unless you have something like this. Now, I'm gonna show you the back because this is actually the front of it. So if this were in a corner, you could see right here, it's a right angle at the back here. So that's your corner space right there. This is the part that's gonna be facing out into the room. And this is 39 inches across. So this is really big. I mean, you can fit tires on this, okay? In fact, do we have one over here? No, we don't. I have a tire that I keep on one. You can put anything you want on these. They're very, very big, lots of room on them. But the magic with these is if you look at the black one that we've got over here, I want you to see when they're in a corner, if you own any of our regular 4-tier racks, I don't care if you bought them as a 2-pack, you got singles, whatever, you mate them up to the sides on this in the corner, and you get this whole corner unit out of these. It's really amazing, and it gives this thing just an amazing look to it.
I love that, and we have that available for you if you want that extra 4-tier rack, and it is 488018, so you can put together like a seriously cool look in your garage. There's that corner shelf in a garage right now, and people are spending a lot of money for custom shelves or those like fancy garages. Yeah. Those are big right now.
Oh, it's a lot of money and it's a lot of time. And P.S., when you move out, the next person who buys the home, it's like a parting gift. They get to keep it. You know what I mean? Yeah. They get that, you don't take it with you. And I'll tell you a funny story. I mentioned earlier how we're moving our studio, okay, my wife and I, Kelly. And we kind of almost got into a tussle over like the origami, this one, where it was gonna go. And the funny thing is, I'm looking in this big warehouse that we have, and there's only one corner where it would actually go, where there wasn't like beams and weird stuff there. And she wanted to put 2 cabinets that were like this. And I'm like, okay, you understand that that's what this is for. That it's meant to go into that corner. And once I put it there and she saw it, and I think sometimes it's hard for people to visualize this, it's not like when you butt 2 shelves up together or 2, you know, you're wasting space in the middle.
Right.
This is actually, and by the way, these are on wheels. This is actually made to go into that corner right there. This piece goes directly in that corner. So you are not losing even the tiniest bit of space. Now, I said earlier that you could put 150 pounds on each one of these shelves, and that is true without the wheels on it. If you put the wheels on this, it's the same thing as our large racks. We recommend 75 pounds per shelf, just so it doesn't get tippy, you know?
Okay, that's still like half a person.
It's 300 pounds.
You can put on each shelf.
That's 300 pounds. That's no joke. That's a lot of weight.
We do have different colors in this one. Black, pewter, and bronze. So we stick to our classics. You can mix and match colors if you're getting the additional side shelves. But take just a moment to walk around your home or check out your garage and say, you know what? I would love to have shelves in that corner of the garage, or maybe it's the basement. A lot of us, you know, over the years have had unfinished basements, or maybe it's a basement that's sort of a storage area. Maybe it's a walk-in closet where you don't have shelves. If you had these 4 shelves, just imagine what you could put on those shelves right now. Okay, if this was in your garage, what would you put it on? What would you put on these shelves?
Tires. Spare tires,
Right.
big bags of rock salt, dog food, big bags of dog
Sure.
food. I mean, you know, anything big
Those
will
big
fit on
bins.
these. The
Like,
big
if
bins
you've
that we've
got
got.
storage
Yeah, and actually
bins?
it's funny because like we're trying to like take up more space with it, but you could actually fit more than one on each one of these. That's the nice thing about these is that they are really, compared to our regular origami shelves, which are, you know, they're 3 feet by 18 inches, okay? These are 39 inches in every direction, you know? So you're getting a tremendous amount of space when you put something on these. And you know, I don't know about you, but I've gone out and tried to buy furniture for corners before. Like I wanted a TV stand for a corner because I had a room where it was like, I got nowhere else to put it. That's the perfect spot. But I couldn't find anything. I mean, and if you do find something, most of the time it's like a hutch, you know, with some cabinets on it, and it's totally, you know, not gonna work for,
Right.
you know what I mean? This is great for those corners and you'll see in the video, in rooms. You can use it in the garage. You know, if you've got a warehouse or a storage unit, these are great for those as well. Because again, you know, when you're paying for all that space in a storage unit, in your garage, in a warehouse, you don't want to, you know, miss any square inch. And this is going to allow you to use all of it. And look how easy it rolls around.
I love that. Also, I mean, I have a bulletin board at home right now,
sure.
Lou. I'm afraid to even hang a bulletin board because I'm afraid I'm just gonna make a mess of the wall.
Right.
I'm not gonna find the stud, or it's gonna fall off, or I'm gonna mess up all the plaster, the drywall, and I'll probably just, you know, wreck the entire paint job. I don't want to hang one shelf in my house if I don't have to. Because then if I change my mind, or if we move, then you don't get to take the shelves with you. How would you hang 4 shelves in your garage right now that could each hold 100 pounds each?
In the corner.
How would you do that? You would spend a lot more than this. You'd have to have them professionally installed, or you'd have to have a contractor, or you'd have to have something custom made. Anytime you have to have something custom made, custom measured, custom cut, just adds exponentially to the, you know, to the price that you're gonna pay.
Oh, absolutely does.
This is a corner shelf that once you put there, you could be in that same house for 20 years and you'll still find more ways to use these shelves.
Absolutely. Well, and don't forget this. If you already own some of our origami racks, the large ones, the 4-tier ones, okay, you owe it to yourself to pick up one of these and really put them to good use, because you put this in a corner and then you just join up 2 origami racks to it, the big large ones. Yeah, let's show this again, because you could see, in fact, you know what, I'll bring this one over here, because I think that would be easier to show. Take a look at this, okay? So all I did was take it up against this one corner here, but if you have 2 of them, you can make like an L-shaped design in the corner. Yeah, it just rolls right up to the side there, but they're exactly the same height, and at this point, they're the same width. So it looks like it is meant to be that way. It's one unit, they're meant to be joined together like this, and I absolutely love that. To me, the first time I saw that, I was like, finally, we can have that whole corner area finished.
Think about how much more affordable this is than having one of those closet organizers. Okay, when I moved into my most recent place, they had like 2 shelves and I wanted like 2 more. And I had to go back to like the guy that originally created the closet and was like, it's great, I just need 2 more shelves. And he was like, that's gonna be a problem. And I was like, really? Like, cause he had to measure them, he had to find that exact color of wood, he had to put them in, you know, just getting 2 more shelves was a hassle. This is like, you could rebuild your entire walk-in closet or garage or basement.
Oh, totally.
Maybe you've got a storage space. Maybe this is for your office. Maybe this is for your warehouse. This is for your place of work. This could be for a school. This could be for a church. You know, think about all the places that you're in charge of organizing. This is gonna be such a great decision. So that's the corner unit. Now we're gonna introduce you to the additional, the original,
the big one,
iconic. We call it the Mac Daddy. It's the big one.